Hello, goal-oriented friends. Today, we embark on a journey to unlock the secrets of goal achievement, a journey that promises to empower you to turn your dreams into reality, one step at a time. Whether you aspire to launch a successful business, achieve financial freedom, or simply lead a happier, more fulfilling life, the principles we'll explore today are universally applicable and profoundly transformative. Goals are the building blocks of success. They provide direction, purpose, and motivation to our lives. Yet, for many, the path to achieving our goals can seem daunting and elusive. We may find ourselves overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of our aspirations or paralyzed by self-doubt and uncertainty. But fear not, for the keys to achieving any goal lie within your grasp. In the next few minutes, we'll uncover 7 simple yet powerful steps that will set you on the path to success and empower you to overcome any obstacle that stands in your way. As we embark on this journey together, I encourage you to approach it with an open mind and a willingness to take action. The principles we'll explore today have been tested and proven time and again by successful individuals from all walks of life. By embracing these principles and committing to their implementation, you too can achieve extraordinary results in your own life. So, are you ready to take the first step towards realizing your goals and unlocking your full potential? If so, let's dive in and discover the 7 simple steps to achieving any goal you set your mind to. Allow me to offer you a 7-step process for setting goals that you can use, and then I'll give you a simple exercise you can take home and perform. When you get home, this will make this a great year. Here are the 7 steps to setting goals. First, decide exactly what you want. Now, the rule is that you need 3 types of goals, all right? We need business and professional goals because we have to make a living and pay the bills. You also need personal and family goals because these are the most important things we do. And thirdly, you need self-improvement goals. Whatever got you to where you are today is not enough to take you further. You can't move forward in life with your current level of knowledge and skill. Your business and professional goals are the what you want. Your personal and family goals are the how, why you are doing what you are doing. And your self-improvement goals are the how. So decide exactly what you want, and that's the starting point. Make sure you have a balanced set of goals. You can work on 10 to 15 goals at a time, but as we'll say in a moment, you must have a primary goal. Second, write it down. Write it down with a deadline. Writing it, making it specific, and setting a deadline. Having a goal without a deadline is like sewing without a knot at the end of the thread. Your life just goes in circles. So you have to decide exactly what you want, you have to write it clearly, and set a deadline. I always, when I write my goals, I write to achieve such and such, buy such and such, accumulate so much money, weigh so much. So that tells your subconscious mind and your superconscious mind that there is a time frame on your goal, that there is a time frame. And psychologists say that a scheduled date acts as a driving system. It unconsciously propels you towards the goal. And by the law of attraction, it begins to attract the goal into your life, and things start moving. There's a law called the law of accelerated acceleration that says when you head towards your goal, when you start towards your goal starts towards you and begins moving towards you at a fast rate. And the faster you move towards your goal, the faster the goal moves towards you. And that's very often what happens. You'll achieve your goal and find that a lot of other things have been happening that have made it possible. So the law of accelerated acceleration says that the greater the clarity you have about the goal, the faster you move towards it, and the faster it moves towards you. And that brings us to number 3, identify obstacles. Identify the obstacles you will have to overcome to achieve your goal. Now, between you and your goal, there will always be obstacles. The difference between success and achievement, by the way, is that success means you get what you want, but achievement means you overcome obstacles to reach a goal. Someone asked me recently on a radio program, what is the difference between a goal and an activity like making sales calls? Well, a goal is something where there is adversity, difficulty, challenge, and the possibility of failure. Making sales calls is just an activity. You can do it or not do it. Having lunch is not a goal. Going for a walk is not a goal, it's an activity. But a goal is something big, measurable, important that can have an effect on your life. So identify the obstacles. And what we know is that here you are, and between you and anything you want, imagine there's a road, and here's your goal. And on the road there are detours, and there is construction and detours and so on. But there is always a rock that has fallen from the mountain onto your goal. So the question is, what's your rock? What's the main obstacle standing between you and achieving your goal? And what we know in the answer to this question is the 80-20 rule, which says that 80% of your obstacles, your big obstacles, are within you, within your own knowledge, your own ability, and within your own qualities. Someone was asking me earlier about self-discipline. Everyone here feels they need a little more self-discipline, and say yes. Even the most disciplined people feel their self-discipline is lacking. It's interesting, people who don't think about it have no future at all, I can tell you that. But everyone, the reason you're successful is because of your level of self-discipline, but we all have that nagging feeling that we need more. And you're right, we need more, and we can never let up. It's like exercising with muscles. And if you stop working with them for some time, they start to lose their shape again. You just have to keep working on self-discipline all the time. You never master it perfectly. So 80% of all your rocks, the obstacles holding you back, are within you. Only 20% are external. So remember what we said before. The question is, what's in me if you're not achieving a goal? Say, what's in me? What quality, skill, or attribute am I lacking? And then work on yourself. And very often, that's where you'll find the problem. Identifying the skills needed to reach the goal, the fourth step in goal setting, is to identify the additional knowledge and skills you will require. As Les Brown would say, to achieve something you've never achieved before, you have to become someone you've never been before. You have to learn something you've never learned before. You have to apply something you've never applied before. Identify the additional knowledge and skills you require. We find that there is usually one skill that is your cornerstone. It is your main limitation for your success, and the way to discover your unique skill is by asking yourself this magical question. By the way, it's a life-changing question. It doubles your income, transforms your future. One of the best I've learned. You say, what skill, if I were excellent at it, would help me the most? Can you tell me which skill would help me the most to achieve my primary goal? Which skill would help me the most to double my income? Which skill would help you the most? And when you ask this question, the answer will arise in your mind. And almost invariably, it is a skill that you don't like. It's prospecting, it's closing, it's making phone calls, it's something you don't like to do. Now, why do we feel uncomfortable with a particular skill or in a particular area of skill? Because we're not good at it. Yet, we're just not good at it. Yet. That's all. And yet the good news is it's a skill that can be learned. The fifth step is to identify the people whose help and cooperation you will require. It's crucial. You will need the help and cooperation of your family if you are going to achieve big goals. You will also need the help and cooperation of your boss, your clients, your bankers, and your friends. Identify the people who have helped you, and then ask yourself this question: what's in it for them? Always start by asking yourself what you will give to get their support and cooperation. The average person who achieves very little always thinks about how they can get something from someone else, while the successful person thinks about how they can give something to someone else to get their help. Always present reasons why it would be advantageous for someone to help you. And it's amazing how much people will support you if there is a reason for them. So who are these people? And of all of them, who is the most important person whose help you will need to succeed? Is it your boss, your key client, your banker, or your spouse? Interestingly, there's a lot of trivial talk about how you should always keep your life in balance all the time. Well, it's just not true, because there are times in your life when you will have to work hard to stand out, like at the beginning of a marathon with all those runners. You'll have to run faster to move forward, so you'll have to go to what's called a deliberate extreme. A deliberate extreme is when you'll have to work many more days and hours than usual to start a new business, a new career, launch a new product or service, etc. If you're going to go through a deliberate extreme, sit down with your spouse, your children, etc., and tell them, this is what I'm going to have to do to make the most of this opportunity. But if you stick with me, I'll make it up to you. We find that one of the main reasons for negative emotions in life is frustrated expectation. If you explain to people what's going on before they get angry and upset, if you then tell them in a way that makes their expectations consistent with reality, you'll eliminate most of your problems. The sixth step is to make a plan. Plans are very simple because you just make a list. You start with a list of everything you'll have to do. You've already identified it, you know what the goal is. You've broken down the goal into some deadlines. You've identified the knowledge you require, the obstacles you'll have to overcome. the people whose cooperation you need. You make a list of everything you'll have to do, and then organize the list first by sequence, which means what comes first, what you have to do before anything else, and then by priority, what's more important and what's less important. And once you have a list organized by sequence and priority, you have a plan. Now you have two big requirements for winning. You have a goal and a plan. It takes a little time to do this, yes, but once you have the goal and the plan, the simple act of completing them programs them into your subconscious mind. The simple act of setting goals and creating plans can have a profound impact on our ability to achieve success and fulfillment in life. In our advanced training programs, participants are taught the importance of not just setting goals, but also regularly reviewing them and taking consistent action towards their attainment. It's remarkable to witness how, by simply committing their goals and plans to writing, individuals are able to tap into the immense power of their subconscious minds and set in motion a series of events that lead to the realization of their dreams. As Brian eloquently explained, the process of writing down our goals serves to program them into our subconscious minds, which then communicates our desires to the superconsciousness, the universal intelligence that orchestrates the events of our lives. And the results are nothing short of extraordinary. Chance encounters, serendipitous opportunities, and intuitive insights that propel us towards our goals with effortless ease. Research has shown time and again that individuals with clearly defined goals and plans are far more likely to achieve success than those who lack direction or purpose. In fact, according to the best research available, goal setters outperform non-goal setters by a staggering margin of 10-1. Emmett Fox's timeless wisdom, as shared in his seminal work, The Mental Equivalent, reinforces this fundamental truth, that we have a responsibility to our universe to create within our minds the mental equivalent of what we wish to manifest in our external reality. By aligning our thoughts, beliefs, and actions with our deepest desires, we unleash the limitless potential of our minds and invite the universe to conspire in our favor. So as you reflect on the insights shared today, I encourage you to take heed of this timeless wisdom and take action towards creating the life you truly desire. Write down your goals, make them clear, and trust that the universe will conspire to help you achieve them. Are you ready to harness the power of goal setting and manifest your dreams into reality? If so, let's embark on this journey together and unleash the boundless potential that lies within each and every one of us. If you do that, all the mental laws we've talked about and many more we haven't had a chance to delve into, they'll all work like a click, 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 and they'll all work. And what you want will appear on the outside. By the law of cause and effect, belief, expectation, attraction, correspondence, and so on, your job is to give the universe an absolutely clear picture of the goal you want, which you can only achieve by thinking about it and writing it down. So here's the exercise, and this exercise is your assignment. Take a clean sheet of paper when you get home. And this is the only exam. This is a take-home exam. It's a test to see how much you really want to make the next year a fabulous year. At the top of this page, write the word goals. Some of you have seen this before. I need to teach it to everyone. And you're going to write down 10 goals. You can write more than 10 if you want, but you must write a minimum of 10. These goals are approximately one-year goals. They are goals you want to achieve this year. Health, income, car, travel, fitness, and so on. You write them in the present tense as if a year has passed and you're reporting that they have already been achieved. I will drive such and such cars, live in such and such houses, weigh a certain number of pounds, take such and such vacations, and spend time with my family. I will write about one of my goals. The more often I write it repeatedly, the more time I spend with my family. If it's an important goal and you don't write it down, what happens is it drifts away. You write it down and you make it positive. You won't say, I will lose weight, but I am a non-smoker. I weigh so many pounds. You won't say, I will quit smoking, but I am a non-smoker. It's always a positive statement. And thirdly, it's always personal. Every goal you write for the rest of your life begins with the word I, because you are the only person in the universe who can use the word I regarding yourself, and you follow it with an action verb. I earn, I sell, I drive, I live in, I achieve, I accomplish, I acquire, I save, but always make it I plus an action verb. That's how the subconscious mind accepts instructions. When this instruction comes like this, It is immediately passed on to the superconsciousness. I have taken people through this exercise all over the world once, and they come back a year, 2 years later, and say the same words in every language. You won't believe what happened to me. I wrote down those goals and I never saw them again. You won't believe what happened to me. I found those goals a year later and you won't believe what happened. I have achieved all the goals. I didn't see it again because when you write down a goal, you activate 3 learning modalities. The visual, you can see it. The auditory, you sub-vocalize it, you say it to yourself. And the kinesthetic, you write it. All 3 together go straight to the subconscious mind and are passed on like one of those vacuum tubes for messages in old stores. Boom, straight to the superconsciousness. And you just go on with the rest of your life in the 24 hours. Now you have your list of goals. Here's my list. Right here, I do this all the time. Then you look at this list and here's what's important. You ask yourself, if you could wave a magic wand and achieve any goal on this list, these are your 1-year goals. But imagine you could have a special dispensation and wave a magic wand and you could have any goal within 24 hours. Which of these goals would have the greatest positive impact on your life? And you look at your list and I can assure you the correct answer will jump out at you. It's usually a financial goal because if you achieve a financial goal, it will impact everything else. But sometimes it's a health goal, sometimes it's a business goal, sometimes it's a relationship goal. Your primary goal becomes your definite purpose, the organizing principle of your life, the goal that will change your life, because now you begin to think about this goal all the time. When you have the chance, you sit down and write this goal at the top of a page and set a deadline for the goal. Then you identify all the obstacles you'll have to overcome to achieve the goal, all the knowledge and skills you need to achieve the goal, the people whose help you need. You make a plan, organize the plan, and work on the plan every day. When you wake up in the morning, you think about the goal. As you go through the day, you think about the goal. Every time something distracts you from the path, you start to think about the goal because the goal is inherently positive. When you think about the goal, you become happy. When you think about your goal, your self-esteem and self-confidence increase. And it's absolutely inevitable that you begin to move toward the goal. And as you get closer to the goal, you feel powerful, you feel like a winner. You feel like you're in control of your life and your self-confidence increases and your self-esteem increases. And as sure as God made green apples, you'll reach that goal. And when you reach that goal, you get that rush I was talking about. That tells you, hey, I can do anything. I can do anything I set my mind to. And once you know you can do anything you set your mind to, your self-confidence will soar. You'll set bigger goals. You'll put more zeros at the end of your goals, and you'll become unstoppable. So let me conclude by saying this. You have unlimited potential. You're living in the greatest country at the greatest time in all of human history. The possibilities for the future are greater than they've ever been for humanity right here in this country. There's nothing you can't do if you set your mind to it. So go out there and kick butt and take names. Do it. And as we conclude our journey through the 7 simple steps to achieving any goal, let us pause for a moment of reflection. The principles we've explored today offer a roadmap to success, a blueprint for turning your aspirations into achievements and your dreams into reality. From clarifying your goals and creating a plan of action to cultivating resilience and embracing accountability, each step holds the power to propel you forward on your path to greatness. But let us not simply marvel at the insights shared today. Let us take action. Let us commit to implementing these simple yet powerful steps into our daily lives, one step at a time. For it is through consistent effort and intentional action that we will truly transform our goals from mere aspirations into tangible realities. As you reflect on the lessons learned today, I encourage you to identify one key takeaway, a single step or strategy that resonates deeply with you and holds the power to catalyze positive change in your life. Make a commitment to incorporate this insight into your daily routine and watch as it transforms your approach to goal setting and achievement. Remember, the journey to success is not a sprint, but a marathon, a continuous journey of growth, learning, and self-discovery. Along the way, you will encounter obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But take heart in the knowledge that you possess within you the power to overcome any challenge and achieve greatness beyond your wildest dreams. So as we bid farewell to this chapter of our journey, I encourage you to embrace the power of these 7 simple steps and let them guide you towards the life of abundance, fulfillment, and success that you truly deserve. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. May the principles we've explored today serve as a guiding light on your path to achieving any goal you set your mind to. And may you always remember, the power to achieve greatness lies within you. Seize it with courage, determination, and unwavering belief in yourself. Until we meet again, may your journey be filled with purpose, passion, and boundless possibility.